Napier Barracks in Kent has come to symbolise an asylum system increasingly hostile to asylum seekers.
We're seeing, as soon as they arrive, a serious decline in their mental health, and they're really desperate. They're running away, or they have suicidal ideation. We've seen several suicide attempts already in the last few weeks.
A former British Army facility long disused, its accommodation is rustic, the buildings run down. Napier has been condemned as filthy and unsuitable by independent inspectors, and while residents are free to come and go, many see constant reminders in the barbed wire and barred windows of past trauma. Shahram Ibrahimi fled religious persecution in Iran. He communicates with us using a translation app on his phone.
I feel a pain in my heart.
Why?
Why?
I myself was a soldier in Iran. I stayed in a military barracks in Iran for 2 years, and I know the situation here very well. The situation is not good. This barracks is not a place to live.
The Red Cross, among others, has called for Napier to be shut immediately.
Some people might have been tortured, and some people might, have very bad experiences so living beside a fence, a perimeter fence, and living behind a barbed wire is in itself invoking of prison-like conditions, which is contrary to what they would have come here to seek.
Yet, while 2 similar barracks sites have closed, Napier remains open. The government says improvements have been made since Napier was closed down temporarily after a big outbreak of COVID-19 in January, followed by a fire said to have been started by the residents themselves. And you can see the remains of that blaze over there. All basic needs are now being met, says the government. And in fact, there are plans to scale back up the numbers of people staying here from around 70 now to more than 300 in the coming weeks. One former resident, who now campaigns for its closure, believes Napier's growing notoriety works as a deterrent.
The former residents of Napier, when I was among them, they are keen to take the dangerous journey again and go back to France, because the conditions they are bearing in Napier Barracks is worse than they were experiencing through their journey. So maybe if the people in the UK wish to escape UK, it mutually means that the people who want to come to UK maybe are pushed back from their decision.
And that may be precisely the point. Jonah, Al Jazeera at Napier Barracks in Kent.